Durham sits in the northeast of England, around a 15-minute train journey from Newcastle. It's dramatically perched on a rocky peninsula, a tight river loop carved by the River Wear and connected by several bridges, 3 of them historic stone arch bridges. Its natural defences made it an ideal stronghold, both visually commanding and strategically secure. Even today, its skyline is unmistakable, dominated by the towering presence of Durham Cathedral and its nearby castle, overlooking a city that feels both ancient and alive, a mix of old and new, a sort of Hogwarts meets Arthur Scargill. This is Durham, compact, elevated, steeped in meaning, a city shaped by faith, fortified by geography and prospered through coal mining. Durham is now a thriving student city with over 21,000 students and is proud of its place in the story of England. I'm asking in this video, is Durham one of the UK's most underrated cities? Durham's another place that's got a special place in my heart. 28 years ago or so, I did my 15 weeks police training here at Durham, a place called Akeley Heads, about a mile or so just north of here, and it was a fantastic 15 weeks. I absolutely loved it. I'm sure times have changed in terms of police training, but back in the day, every Thursday night was cops on the lash night here in Durham City, and they were absolutely brilliant. So lots of fond memories, but not a place during those 15 weeks I used to visit, obviously through the day, because we were in the training centre doing bits and bobs. So where I am now is the northern end of this very small city centre, kind of the open loop end, and this complex to me over my left shoulder here is the Riverside Walk, it's called. So there's lots of entertainment facilities, restaurants, cocktail bars, there's an Odeon cinema here, there's pizza places, really cool place to hang about right next to the river. Full disclosure, like other videos on my channel where I visit an area and have a look around, I'm not that familiar with Durham City, so I don't know everything, I don't know everywhere. This walk around is just a bit of a snapshot into the city and what you can kind of expect and what it looks like. So just the other side of Framwell Gate Bridge is this beautiful old Tudor building dating back to the 1600s. That's now Old Tom's Gin Bar. What a beautiful old building. Hello there, sir. You busy working, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, my first time in here. Beautiful bar, steeped in history. Wow, look at the decor in here. Just surprised there aren't anybody inside. I mean, there's a few people outside. But wow. Love coming in places like this. Love the Union Jack seat covers. The ornaments and the bits and bobs in the frames, in the beams and on the ceilings. It's wow. Lovely. So I'm not stopping for a drink because gin just isn't my thing. I'm more of a spicy rum man myself. This is the Framwell Gate Bridge, Durham's oldest bridge, stone arch bridge. There are 2 arches on here. Originally built in 1127, I believe, but then it was come down during the floods in the early 15th century, so they rebuilt it. And some stunning views of Durham Castle and Durham Cathedral. One of the charms of Durham is this Riverside footpath, which goes all around the loop, and it's beautiful down here. Popular with walkers and dog walkers and joggers. Oh, the views. I'm looking up there now at Durham Cathedral. It's absolutely stunning, man. And because it's such a small city, you can walk around this Riverside footpath in about 15 minutes. And just down here is the second of the 3 stone arch bridges, which is Prebend's Bridge. I think that's how you pronounce it. Built in the, I think about 1778, I think it was constructed. So I've just come up out in front of the cathedral area and the place is packed with students, all well dressed. Turns out it's their graduation day. And look at this, there's a procession going on. Look at these fabulously dressed individuals about to get their particular honours and recognition for all their hard work. Absolutely brilliant. What a place, what a setting for something like this, and these memories for these young people will last with them forever, I'm sure. Reminds me of me and my academic days. Just kidding. I went to comprehensive school, left without a single qualification, not one O level. I got a spirit level in woodwork. This queue is never ending. There's hundreds of them streaming into the main cathedral door up there, which looks like I'm not going to be able to get in there today. Oh, I think we're getting to the end. I don't know who the guys are at the end in their red robes. Clearly very important. Never seen anything like this before. I picked the right day to come. How well dressed they are. Proud as punch. Well, hello, who have we got here?
I'm Abby.
Hello, Abby, and I understand you've just graduated today?
Yes, so I'm going to graduate just in a few hours from Integrated Master's Course in Earth Sciences.
And what is Earth Scientists to the ordinary man?
It's basically just the study of the Earth, how it works, so sort of how it's formed and how that might transform into the future.
And I suppose we shouldn't take geologists for granted.
No, I mean, we've got quite a small department,
you must be joking.
to be fair. We've got quite a small department, there's sort of about 100 of us.
All right, okay. And what's life like as a student in Durham?
It's really good. I mean, my biggest thing for coming to Durham, and so my favourite thing really, is how small it is. You sort of get around really easily, you don't have to drive many places unless you want to go outside. But there's still loads of things to do. It's all down.
Thanks, Abby. Wasn't she lovely? Bright out than a jar of shiny buttons. It didn't get the granite joke.
So today is one of the Durham University's graduation days. So it's a whole bunch of undergrads and postgrads graduating from their degrees. Everyone in black with the fur-lined hoods are undergraduates. So they've just graduated for their bachelors. Then there are some masters without the fur, and then everyone in bright red is the PhDs who are graduating.
Ah, so the very clever ones.
Yeah, maybe. Don't know about that.
What's your PhD in?
Earth Sciences.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And where are you from?
I'm from New Zealand. Yes, I came out here for my PhD.
Talking of PhDs, now I've just told you I'm the thick one of the family, but a shout out to my brother Stephen. He lives in North London. He's a posh Geordie now. He's got a PhD. And he went to Kent University, he got a degree in physics, then he went on to Cambridge, would you believe it, to get a PhD in a particular branch of physics. Very clever lad. Now, just to embarrass him, one of the things he does, that if anybody asks him how they spell Stephen, is it with a V or a PH? He says no, with a PhD.
I am Charles. I'm Sophia. Denise. Great.
And so where are you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
Ah, Leo Ma.
Yeah. That's Cantonese. Yeah, we're good.
我識講少少廣東話.
Yeah.
I lived in Hong Kong for about 3 years. Yeah, but a long time ago. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Where in Hong Kong?
I live in the south area.
I lived in Kowloon.
Kowloon. Oh, that's
Kowloon,
that's
yeah.
really far.
Kowloon Tong. Yeah.
Yeah, very far.
Yeah. And what's the nightlife like?
Nightlife.
Entertainment.
That's not a question for me. For these 2 years.
Ah.
We went out in first or second years. Yeah, to some clubs maybe. But during freshers and also Asian nights, there's just a lot of alcohol every night. Even in the afternoon, it starts at 3 p.m. Everyone just starts drinking.
I think the nightlife is great if you want it to be.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's about time I left all these beautiful, well-dressed people to enjoy their graduation days with their family, and I'm going to head into the city centre. So this is Sadler Street. Thriving. And we've got this little place on the left here, the Georgian window, with some sort of tea towel on the outside there, the Geordie dialect translator. I love it. A reminder that Durham is proud of its Geordie heritage as well. It spreads far beyond just Newcastle, guys. But you know, if there wasn't these 22,000 students here, this place would be absolutely dead. Like Newcastle, I think. So it really does boost the local economy. The cafes, the bars, the restaurants. I don't think you're going to see many beggars or homeless people hanging around. And look, don't get us wrong. I'm aware there are some, you know, spread out a little bit further than the city centre. There are some rough areas to Durham. But we're not going to focus on that. We're just going to be focusing on the city centre here. And certainly the times I've come down to Durham, it hasn't quite been as busy as this because you've got the graduation day, but it is busy. Look at this beautiful old building, the Shakespeare. When I come down to Durham a few months ago, it's okay. This place just wasn't operating at all. It was all boarded up. Memory serves, so this building dates back to 1109. It was an inn called the Ostler and Groom in 1468 AD. It remains one of the most haunted pubs in England. I'm just going to head down the stairs here to the other bridge. And there's a little restaurant just on the right here that I've been to 2 or 3 times that I highly recommend. Cafe Capriccio. Absolutely beautiful pizzas in there if you ever get the chance to come down. But look at this summer culture of people sat outside enjoying their food, their drinks, their red wine, their oysters. Oh, how's your oysters, sir?
They're actually mussels.
Oh, mussels, sorry. Thank you. Well, get me oysters and me mussels mixed up. Council estate, lad, what can I say? More lovely people enjoying their day. Just before we head on to Elved Bridge, the last of the 3 historic stone arch bridges, we've got this pub here called the Tin of Sardines, Durham's smallest bar. Wow. How small is it? Yep, about the size of my living room. So, when in Rome and all that, just got myself a bottle of Berries and Cherries Old Mount Cider. Oh, sat on Elved Bridge. It's got to be done, man. Oh, I'm ready for this. It's a beautiful day. We're at the beginning of what's going to be another heat wave. Which it's about 21, 22 today, I suppose. Oh, ready for this. Cheers. Oh, magnificent. It seems like a popular spot. Notch, top notch. Meet, eat and drink. And the Swan and 3 Signets just over there. All busy, popular. Oh, look at down here as well, man. Look at it. It's all going on. It's definitely one of the most underrated cities in the whole of UK, I think. It's a bit like a mini Oxford and mini Cambridge. I have spent time in those cities. It's like a miniature version of those. Very beautiful. Love the old history. Very well looked after, very well preserved, thriving. You know, look at all the boats ready to be hired out there from the boat club. So there we go, there's the crack about Elved Bridge that we stood on now, originally built 1153 to 1195. Second river crossing for the city. Has 14 arches, but only 10 are visible now. Wow. Oh, I needed that. Fantastic, just sat there enjoying a cool pint of cider on the bridge. People watching. Paradise. We are now approaching the market square. We're going to see what's going on here, learn a thing or two, but also have a little look in the market hall. I bet you there are people who've lived in Durham all their lives and haven't known what this central pavement is for through the market square, telling the story, the history of Durham from 995, when the bones of St Cuthbert was brought to Durham, to 10,006 to 1038 when the Scots attacked Durham, but were then driven off. 1027 King Canute makes a pilgrimage to Durham, and on the Normans sees the city of Durham, who of course then went on to build the cathedral. And as we go on through time, Durham Cathedral built in 1133. The Battle of Neville's Cross, 1346 here. Fascinating. You know, we should have this in more cities, running through the vein of the heart of Durham city centre. These paving stones engraved with the history of the strong, the proud men and women who have lived and worked here. 1787, Durham Infirmary is founded. In 1790, the streets are paved and lit by an oil lamps. Oh, 1836, Durham City Police Force was created. 1881, the Durham Light Infantry were established and disbanded in 1968. And industries came and went. There were mills, carpets, ironworks, brewing companies. Coal mining began around in Durham in the 12th century. And Durham Coalfield was once the largest in Britain. The last pit closed in 1993. It's a memorial to the Durham Light Infantry, dedicated to all who served in the regiment and in memory of those who gave their lives in the cause of our freedom. Anywho, without any further ado, it's time to look at Durham City's Market Hall. I have been here, you know, a few times in the past. It is very, very busy. There's all sorts going on. It's bigger than you think as well. All sorts of nooks and crannies and alleyways selling luggage to trinkets to knickknacks, card shops. Oops, sorry. Plants and all that. Not my thing. Hello there. What's down here? It's great to see old markets like this still surviving. These carpets and rugs and I would assume homemade bags. I've had a look through these sketches and I can't find one of Eddie Hope Tyneside Life, which is absolutely shocking. Shouldn't be happening. And importantly, you need some sort of cafe or food outlet, and if you go up these steps, I'm not having anything, I'll just go upstairs and have a little look around. There's a huge seated area cafe here where you can get what you want. Hot and cold food and drinks and etc. Thank you for shopping in the Market Hall and for supporting local independent businesses. We hope to see you again soon. And there we are, going round in a full circle down this cobbled street to Frammelgate Bridge at the bottom there, and it's been an absolute breath of fresh air having a walk around Durham, seeing the sights, people watching. It's been a joy. You know, I obviously am proud of where I'm from. I earn a living from the content, doing videos about Tyneside, but you know, a lot of it, or even most of it, is just examples of broken Britain, people who are living hand to mouth, surviving day to day, just getting by, struggling. And it can be a bit saturating at times. It can get you down a bit at times when you see the state of some of our high streets. You know, all the shutters down and graffiti, the litter and the down and outs, you know, the druggies. And then you come here, it lifts you. It's great to see a place that's thriving, and it's been I'd say an absolute joy just walking around, spending time in this place on a summer's day, on graduation day, and seeing people with smiles on their faces, not seeing beggars in doorways, homeless people sleeping on cardboard boxes. You know, I'm sure that goes on in somewhere else in the Durham area, but this has been absolutely fabulous, man. Look, man, it's just people just sat outside. Cafes and bars and restaurants, enjoying the sun, spending time with their families, their loved ones, their friends. Definitely one of the most underrated cities. My advice to you, wherever you are in the UK, come to Durham, check it out. If you're from Tyneside, particularly, get on that train, man. It's less than £8 return to come to Durham, 15 minutes, even a bit less, and you're here. Just walk down the bank, you've got all this on your doorstep. So, that's me finished. I hope you've enjoyed the video, I hope you found it interesting, or if it's inspired you to maybe just come down and sample what life is like in this neck of the woods. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So every time I release a new video, you're going to get an instant notification as a fly on me non-sticky out here. So I'm going to get the train back, pick up my dogs and go for a dog walk. See you next time.